Now we will study the AC generator. Now AC generator is used as an alternative source of electricity when the supply from the main fails. जब power cut हो जाता है तब ये power देता है. It works as an AC generator. Now AC generator is a device which converts mechanical energy into electrical energy using the principle of electromagnetic induction. In the DC motor what we had seen, electrical energy was converted into mechanical energy. यहाँ पे उल्टा होता है. Here mechanical energy is converted into electrical energy, लेकिन जो electrical energy हमको मिलता है that is not of the DC type, that is AC type, alternating current. Now the principle of this AC generator is that a coil is rotated in a magnetic field, and due to the rotation the magnetic flux linked with the coil changes, and hence one EMF is induced between the ends of the coil. Thus the generator acts like a source of current. If an external circuit containing load is connected, अभी ये coil के दोनों साइड में हम लोग कोई लोड बल्ब या कुछ भी लगा देंगे, then that is going to light up. You must have seen in the villages, on the bicycles, they have light near the handle. And what they do, they take two wires and attach it to the pedal of the cycle. Now when the person cycles, what happens? He is giving mechanical energy, and because of that mechanical energy, current is induced in that particular wire, and that wire now lights the bulb, so he can see in the dark. Now let us see the construction and the main parts. You can see the figure. I'll explain you the main parts of the AC generator. First is the field magnet. You can see the horseshoe magnet in the figure, that is the field magnet. And it is a strong horseshoe permanent magnet, north and south you can see. And this electromagnet is run by a DC source, can also be used as a field magnet. Means you can also use any one electromagnet which is run by a DC source. उसको power दे दिया and it is turned into a magnet. Next you have the armature coil. Now there is a soft iron core on which a coil A, B, C, D is wound, having a large number of turns of insulated copper wire. Okay, ये देखो यहाँ पे rectangle. And this coil is rotated rapidly in the magnetic field of the field magnet by the axle fixed to it. Next you have the slip rings. See, there are two slip rings, S1 and S2. They rotate along with the coil, and one end of the coil is connected to the slip ring S1 and the other end of the coil is connected to the slip ring S2. And each of the slip rings are against the brush, which is stationary. The brush does not move. It is just touching the slip rings. And these brushes are connected to the external circuit, that is load. Load मतलब अगर मुझे बल्ब जलाना है तो ये बल्ब में यहाँ पे लोड के जगह पे मैं कनेक्ट कर दूँगी. तो ये कॉइल मूव करेगा, इंड्यूस EMF होगा, करंट फ्लो होगा, और करंट ये ब्रशेस के थ्रू एक्सटर्नल सर्किट में भी फ्लो होगा, और यहाँ पे अगर हम बल्ब लगा देंगे तो बल्ब जलेगा, फैन लगा देंगे तो फैन चलेगा. ओके. Brushes. Now there are two brushes B1 and B2 made up of carbon, which press gently against the slip rings S1 and S2. The other ends of the brushes act as terminals of the generator for the external circuit. कोई भी चीज़ यहाँ पे हमें जोड़ना है, कनेक्शन देना है, तो these are the terminals B1 and B2. We are going to add the wires over here. The external circuit is connected between the other ends of the brushes. The brushes B1 and B2 do not rotate along with the coil and slip rings. Only the slip rings rotate. B1, B2 are stationary. Now let's see the working of the AC generator. The first position, see the figure A. There is a horseshoe magnet kept, the north and south pole. In between that our rectangular coil is there. A, B, C, D. A is connected to slip ring S1, to which the brush B1 is touching. D is connected to slip ring S2 where the brush B2 is touching and a load is connected over there. And since neither the coil is rotating nor the magnet is moving, so there is no change in the magnetic flux and hence no current, no EMF is induced. The induced EMF is 0. This is the initial position of the coil. Now let us see, when the coil is in the vertical position, we saw the initial position. Now let us rotate it by 90 degrees. So when we rotate it by 90 degrees, now it becomes parallel to the field like this. Okay. Now what happened? Because it moved, the magnetic flux changed. So now EMF is going to be introduced in this and a current is going to be induced. Current will flow. Now let us find the direction of the current. We have seen that direction of the current can be found by Fleming's right hand rule. Now consider only the AB part. Now very carefully listen over here. Consider only the AB part. We will see how, in which direction the current is going to flow in AB. Whether it is going to flow from A to B or it is going to flow from B to A. Okay. Now you can see if the pen I have made a figure. According to Fleming's right hand rule, you have to open your thumb, forefinger and middle finger in such a way that, now here we are rotating clockwise. So when we are rotated it clockwise, now in the earlier A figure, AB was down and because of clockwise AB came from down to up. So the motion of the coil is upwards. So your thumb should point where? Upwards. Okay, thumbs up. Thumb will be up. And what you do? Your forefinger should point where? In the direction of the magnetic field. Magnetic field is from north to south. So north to south अगर line जाएगा तो कैसे जाएगा? वैसे turn करो. Turn your hand in such a way that thumb is up and your forefinger is pointing towards the south, from north to south. Then you see your middle finger, where it is pointing. It is pointing from A to B direction or B to A. The finger is pointing from A to B. So the current will flow from A to B. Okay, so that arrow from A to B will make. Now let us see the current from C to D, how it comes. Now when AB part of the coil comes from down to up in the clockwise, CD actually goes down. Now again open your right hand, but now thumbs will not be up, thumbs will be down. After you make the thumbs down, now move your hand. You will have a bit problem in twisting your wrist, but move it in such a way that your forefinger should point in the south direction. Magnetic field is always going to be north to south. So your thumbs is down and your forefinger is pointing towards the south. Okay. Now see where your middle finger is pointing. Now you will see your middle finger is pointing towards D. That means the current will flow from C to D. So make an arrow over there. So this is how, with the help of Fleming's right hand rule, you can see the directions. So open your fingers and do exactly what I have told. You will come to know how the arrows are made for the current. So the current flows from A to B and then from B to C, then C to D. Like this the circuit is completed. Okay, and A is connected to B1 and D is connected to B2. So from A to B, B to C, C to D, D to B2, and from B2 it will go to B1. Okay, and बीच में क्या है? Load है. If you put a bulb, this bulb will now glow. So this is the second part, with 90-degree rotation, what actually happens. Okay, because when it was stationary, there was no magnetic field associated with it, but the moment you made it, you rotated it by 90 degrees, what happened? It became parallel to the magnetic field. And we have studied in the earlier videos that when it becomes parallel, the magnetic field is 0. Okay. So perpendicular, when it just started moving, perpendicular mein maximum magnetic lines will pass through the coil. Okay. So the moment you started rotating it, it was having the maximum magnetic flux. But when you made it by 90-degree flat, parallel, it became 0. So maximum से वो तुरंत 0 हो गया. So this was a rapid change, and because of this rapid change, the current was introduced into this. Now let us see one more 90 degree rotation. Okay, it was perpendicular, from perpendicular it became parallel. Now one more 90 degree rotation we will do it. See the figure C, what is being shown on the screen. Now what will happen again when you rotate by 90 degree? Now CD will go down and AB will come up. Okay, and now it will come back to the same initial position what it was. Figure A, हमने बोला ना starting में we have to keep it perpendicular, normal. So in that same position this will come back. But now when it comes back to the original position, that is now total how many degrees it has rotated? 180 degrees. Okay, it was vertical, from that 90 it became parallel, again one more 90 it became vertical again. So 90 plus 90, total rotation 180 degrees. It comes back to the original position, and so the magnetic field again becomes the maximum like before, and now the difference, the rate of change of magnetic flux will be 0, and hence there will be no current induced and the current will fall to 0 over here. Why current will fall to 0? Because at this position the flux is maximum, initial position also the flux was maximum, and the difference, the rate of change of magnetic flux becomes 0, and therefore the induced EMF also falls to 0 and the current falls to 0. So this is what happens at this position. Okay. Now we saw that after completing 180 degree rotation the current becomes 0. Okay. Now let us again further rotate it by 90 degrees. Now what will happen if you further rotate by 90 degrees? Now CD which was down will come up and AB which was up will come down. Again it will become parallel to the plane. But what is the difference now? Where AB was there CD has come, and where CD was there AB has come. See the figure carefully. Now the coil is DCAB in this position. Okay. This is different to that position ABCD what we had after 90 degrees. So after 270 degrees you find that again the coil has become parallel, but the positions of AB and CD has changed. Okay. So what will happen now? The current will now flow from D to C, C to A to B. Earlier the circuit was current flowing ABCD. Now current is flowing DC AB. So this is just the reverse. The direction of the current has reversed. Okay. And then again for the next 90, again it will become 0 and this will continue. And that is why we say it is alternating current. For one cycle the current will flow through ABCD. So in the graph you will get above the x-axis, and for the next, when the current flows through DCAB, you will find that the current is in the opposite direction. So it is changing its direction. Then again for the next cycle it will go like ABCD, then again DCAB, again ABCD, again DCAB. So like this it is going to alternately change its direction. That is why it is known as AC current or the alternating current. So this is the working of your AC generator. So like this current will be flowing alternately in the two opposite directions, but we are only concerned with current should flow. Which direction it is flowing doesn't matter. Earlier also when I explained AC current I have told you. So the bulb, whatever load you are going to connect, it is going to work. So this is how it works with the help of the slip rings and the brushes B1 and B2. So this process is continued. Okay, I'll explain the working of AC generator with the help of this flag. Now see, suppose this is the coil kept like this vertical with CD facing upwards and AB down. See, it is like this. Okay, this is AB and this is CD. CD is up and AB is down. Now when I rotate it clockwise 90 degrees, it becomes like this. CD goes down and AB comes up. Now because of this there is change in the magnetic flux and the current flows from AB, CD. Okay, here I have written BA. So BA, CD. Now again 90 when you make it, it becomes like this to the original position. So there is no rate of change. What it was there in the initial position उसका यही था, अभी initial position पे आ गया है. Rate of change of magnetic flux is 0, there is no change, so no current will flow, current will become 0. Again we will rotate it like this, but now CD comes here and AB goes there. So again the current will flow, but the direction will change. Again it will become like this, current will stop flowing, no change in magnetic flux. Again here current will flow, but now ABCD. Again no current, current will flow, but DC AB. So like this you get an alternating current. See, white side means one direction and pink side means one direction, and whenever vertical, no current. So how it goes? Suppose if I take this as positive maximum and this as negative maximum, and this will be 0. So initially it is 0, then it becomes positive maximum, then 0, then negative maximum, then 0, then positive maximum, then 0, then negative maximum. So like this, when we start rotating it, the current is generated in opposite directions at regular intervals, so it is known as the AC current. Now the same thing is explained with the help of a graph. You see a graph of EMF is drawn, and these are the different positions. So the first position, initial position, is the first one shown, where you can see on the top 0 EMF, 0 current. Then we moved it by 90 degrees, it becomes horizontal, so maximum positive you have. Again you make it vertical, it drops down to 0. Then again you move it 90 degrees, it becomes again parallel, but this time the current flows in the opposite direction, maximum. So you see below the line you can see 270 degrees, the negative maximum, and this continues, and like this you get a wave, and this wave is nothing but your AC current wave. It is known as the sine wave, a sinusoidal wave.